We had some Class 3A boys basketball quarterfinals. The 7th-seeded Cloquet Lumberjacks at the 2nd-seeded Hunters. Denfeld on your flawless 10-1 conference record. Could the good times keep rolling? Well, they had a 20-point lead after 20 minutes. We'll pick things up in the second half. Carter Brown, he's going to get the ball. He's going to think about it and then can a three with the hand in his face. There's 3 of his 51 points. How about that? Now in the breakaway action, Lee Brooks stops in the paint, pivots, and puts it in. The Denfeld leads Balloons to 25. It was their night. Joseph Olson's 3 gets a friendly bounce. It was all Denfeld, 108-75. The Hunters are moving on to the semifinal round.